Good morning, students. Today we will going to discuss something about box type solar cookers. Solar is a very familiar word to all. Solar means it is related to sun. Whatever energy given by the sun is nothing but solar energy. Using this solar energy, we will do so many type of useful work for us, day-to-day work. In the content box, we have the definition of solar energy, cooking principle, classification of solar cookers, how many type of cookers are there, construction and working of box type solar cookers, demonstration video. Let us watch one video how the cooker works and how solar cookers are prepared, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of such cookers. The question is, why we need energy, solar energy? Is there no any other energy? Why do we need for this? Because the point is like this: energy is needed for everything in the day-to-day activities of human beings. Energy must be there even for transportation of goods, and we want to go from one place to another place, or preparing food. For any other things, we need energy for our day-to-day work. Majority part of the energy is being used to prepare the food for human society, out of which so much of energy, because many times we feed food for human beings. In such cases, every time we have to prepare, it needs a lot of energy. And the thing is, peoples from villages and some remote places, even they do not find conventional type of fuels, sufficient fuels, and it become a hard job for them to prepare food using such fuels. Is a very laborious, very hard job. ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಡೋರ್ ಏರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. By burning that solid fuels, there are so much of smoke and pollution to the atmosphere. Even though it is in a village area, they are exposed to pollutions. In all such circumstances, solar power is the best alternative. In this slide, we know what is the definition of solar or solar energy, and what principle it is adopted to prepare the food or to do any other work. Solar energy, we all of you know, it is a renewable. Renewable means it cannot dry up. As we use, it fills and energy is there forever. Solar energy is the energy given out by the sun rays. Here we tap the solar energy, and that means we get the solar energy in a system and we make use of it for various applications. Planningly, we have to use it for various applications for our various needs. Here, in the principle, sun rays or sunlight, it is converted into heat or heat energy. By using heat, we can do so many works, preparing hot water or preparing food or steam preparation. Everything is possible. Here, the principle is concentrating. I mean, we made to focus on a particular point. The sun rays is made to focus on a particular point. Here, the interaction between light energy and the receiver material converts light into heat. That's all. Solar cookers utilizes the simple principle, reflection. Solar rays are reflected through a reflector, and it is made to focus, concentration, and it is absorbed by a metal or a device which is called absorber, and also it makes use of greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect means it's very simple. The earth's surface will warm up because the gases which on the earth's surface absorbs gases like carbon dioxide, even moisture. It absorbs heat and heats up the earth's surface. Earth's surface become heated up. This is known as greenhouse effect. By using green gases also, we can get more heat energy. That is called green gas effect also. See, here we can see the classifications. There are different types of classification. In this slide, you can see the classification based on the technique used or technology adopted. First one is direct type. In the direct type, we use solar energy which is concentrated to a particular area directly on the container where we want to prepare the food. Directly onto the container it falls. Such is called parabolic. Parabolic means it's like a dish. You can see for TV dishes also are there on the terrace of the houses. where sun rays is focused. The example is parabolic solar cooker. In indirect type, it's a box type of solar cooker, what we are studying now. Here it's a box and there is a transparent cover, glass cover to receive the sunlight, reflector. The glass cover acts as a reflector and it receives sun rays and send it to the container where it is required to heat. And it also employs the greenhouse effect. I told you, gases which are there on the earth's surface absorbs more heat, which emit more heat energy. Those greenhouse effect is also used. The best example for such is solar box cooker. In the advanced type, compared to the above two, we have some advancement where flat piece of collector is used. It can be seen in case of solar water heater also. Collector is used. The collector which collects the heat, which receives the heat and emit heat energy to the cooking vessel. In such case, it is the best example is thermal storage solar cooker. Another classification based on their construction, how they look, how they appear based on this. See, the first one is it looks like a box. As I told you in the earlier case, where solar box cooker, indirect type, the technology is. In such cooker, panel is like a flat and it's look like a box, wooden box, insulated wooden box to avoid the heat losses, and a transparent collector or reflector, it's a glass where sun rays is made to fall on the glass and then it focuses to the black metal which is placed underneath. That means in the bottommost point of the box there is a black metal which receives heat, sun rays and emits heat to the container so that we can prepare the food. Here it's a panel type. Panel, you can see the panel to which sun rays are focusing. It falls on the panel where it's radiates the heat energy. That heat energy is used for container to prepare the food. So another one is, as we told, parabolic. It's like parabola. Onto this structure sun rays falls and the heat is then transferred to the container, in which last two are open type, but box type cooker is like a closed system where heat loss is very low. Even such type of cookers are also used as hot boxes to retain the hotness of the food for longer period. Next, solar box type cooker construction. How it is constructed? You can see it's a wooden piece having a length 60 and width 60, height 20 centimeters, and in the top there is a transparent glass piece which acts as a reflector, I told, and it employs greenhouse effect. I mean, surrounding gas is trapped inside and their hotness also used. This is most popular, easier to build, and it is inexpensive also, where temperature can rise up to 140 to 150 degrees centigrade, and even after food also we can keep the food in there itself to retain its heat, so that for a longer period it will be very hot. Okay. Next, solar box type cooker, how it works? There is no mechanism, there is no separate components differently to make use of this. Here the components are very less. It has a box, of course insulated box, there is a reflector, glass, and a black metal absorber tray, we say, a black metal absorber tray above which vessel is there for preparing food. After just closing this transparent reflector, it starts, if there is sunshine, it starts heating up. Then it prepares the food. A solar box cooks because inside of the box is heated by the sunrise. ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಹೀಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಪೆನೆಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಟು heat energy when it is absorbed by dark observer plate are there. As I said, it's a dark observer plate. The tray is almost, it is black color. Why it is black color means black color absorbs more heat. So that's why we advise don't use wear black color clothes during summer because it absorbs more heat. ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸೆಕೆ ಆದಂಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. It is better to use white cloth. It absorbs less heat. But here we use black because it's a good absorber of heat and radiates more heat energy. Using this heat energy container, by conduction it takes and it prepares the food. The window acts as a reflector, made the sun rays to fall on the box. Reflector which receives reflected to the box. Sufficient heat is attained in the box which cooks the food. That's all the working. The sufficient heat that retains in the box. Of course, it may be a slow process, but gradually it heats up and prepare the food. That's all the working of solar box type cooker. Here you can see the working of.
Hello there. We are
working model of.
Going to discuss about a solar cooker, and I will make one at home. A solar cooker is a device which uses sunlight directly to cook food without using any conventional fuel. There are two kinds. One is box type or heat trap type, another is parabolic type, which converts the heat to a single point. In a box type, the heat gets reflected by reflector into a box and then get trapped by the top glass like a greenhouse effect and heat up the cooking utensils. In a parabolic type, the heat gets converts to a single point where the cooking utensils are kept. It gets heated up and cooked the food.
Are reflected.
We are going to make a box type. For this, you need a small box like this. Then you need a thermocol about 1 inch thick. Glue this black paper on top of this thermocol. This will be the base of the cooker. Cut 4 thermocol pieces, 2 of same size. Each one is 1 centimeter thick. The sizes are shown on the screen. Now put glue on the thermocol and stick aluminium foil used in kitchen. Fold the other side and stick it with a tape. Remember, the glazy part should be outside. Thus I make total 4 walls. Now put glue on the base of the box and put this thermocol into it. Then glue all the 4 thermocol walls on all 4 sides like this. Once done, cut all the top cover, keeping one about 2 centimeters. I had a glass, I have to fix it on top of it. For that, I have used this kind of cotton tape and hard glue. I stick this on top of it, and I use a handle also for this to open the glass like that. Now we have to make a reflector. The size is shown on the screen. Put a aluminium foil on top of it, glue it, and cut the extra out. This is the reflector. Fold it. Now we have to stick it on top of this box. Put a glue and stick the extra out cardboard coming out from that using glue and brown tape like this. Once dried up, you make some holes on top and use a wire to set the angle so that the sunlight get reflected and directed inside. There are 2 kinds of tiffin box or cooking utensils you can use. One is black, one is white. Let's try something. Today very hot, 31 degrees centigrade outside. I kept this for around 5 minutes outside at my garden and the temperature raised to 51 degrees centigrade. Today cloudy, but let's try to cook something outside. I took an egg, put some pinch of salt and chili powder. I kept it inside, and after 30 minutes I took it out. Yep, the plate is very much hot. Yep. Here it is. The egg is completely cooked.
It's cooked completely. It is ready to eat. Yes, you have watched that. And let us go through advantages of such type. Definitely, no problem of charring, over flame and all not there, so there is no burnt of food and there is no overflowing flow. No attention is needed. You have seen, you just keep it inside and wait for some time. And no fuel maintenance recurring cost. No fuel is required, only sun energy. There is no maintenance of the box. Is it box require maintenance? Nothing. You can prepare another one also. No recurring cost. Again and again you need not to spend money on that. Simple to use, easy to manufacture. Okay, no pollution. It is very, very important. No pollution, and it is clean also. And it is not overboiled or overheated, so vitamins of the food are also not destroyed, and food is very nutritive, and it is efficient also, and it has very long life. Again and again you can use for so much of period. But disadvantage is there. You must, because already solar energy is not available every time every day. On rainy season, on a cloudy season, it is very hard to receive sun energy, sunshine. In such time it is restricted to use. One must cook according to the sunshine. If sunshine is there, so you can cook, otherwise it is not easy. It takes so much of time, or it may not be possible. So the menu must be planned, pre-planned. One cannot cook at short notice, like LPG stove and other things. We cannot use suddenly. I want to make a cup of coffee. No, it should be planned. Whether there is it is night or cloudy days or rain is there. In such cases, it is not possible. It takes comparatively more time. All of a sudden, you cannot do it, or within a short period of time. It gradually hits up, and the process is definitely sluggish process, slow process. It takes time to do it. And chapatis are not cooked because high temperature for baking required, and also it needs manipulation. ಚಪಾತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಚೆ ಈಚೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅದರ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದೇ ಸರಿ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ the heat must last for so many time. So such chapatis and other things, rotis, it is not possible. So these are all some disadvantages also. So okay friends, thank you very much.